Hey, my name is Wayne, and this is Jonathan, and we're with CDF Doors.
Today we're going to be teaching you how to install hinges on an 18 gauge non-handed commercial grade door.
And with the hinges that when you install on the commercial hinges, they always come in 3 hinges per box, and in each box they also have a pack of hinge screws. And with the hinge screws, you have wood screws and metal screws. So if you're going to do a wood door, you got screws for that. If you're going to do a metal door, you got machine screws for that. And since today we're doing metal door, we're going to use metal screws for that part of it.
So the hinge we're going to install today is a standard commercial grade 5 knuckle non-removable pin 4.5 by 4.5 hinge.
And before you get started, I just want to talk about the door just for a second. So the doors are 18 gauge hollow metal doors. They have polystyrene foam inside on the fill, but they have hinge shims in them. And so each one of these doors are non-handed when they come into us. And so you use the hinge shims that will make them handed. And but one of the other things that makes this door handed would be the light kit. So if you look at the light kit, you have screws that hold the light kit in place. On the other side, it's just flush and smooth. So you want the screws to be on the inside of the building that you're going into. So nobody can come up and unscrew it and make it and get in and get into your building.
So first thing you'll do with this handing shim, you'll see that the holes on the handing shim will line up with the holes on the hinge. So you'll put your handing shim in based off of the way you want the door to swing. And then once you put it on here, there's what we call bulbs on here that will hold the hinge shim in place before you put your hinge on.
Yep. And as you got that in place, what we'll do is we'll just start screwing it in. And so as we do that, there's the first one. You can go and get your other hinge if you want to at this point. And so we'll just start screwing each one of them in. And as you're starting to do it, you want to make sure as you look at the hinge, it's got a small hole at the bottom of the hinge, and that hole always has to face the floor. So if it's on the outside of a door, if water gets into that, it's just going to rust the hinge and make it not function as long as it should function. And so you want to always make sure of that. And the other thing that can help you with that is you got our logo on these hinges. We have our logo for CDF on it. As long as you can read it when the door is standing up, or if it's upside down, then it means that the hinge is upside down, right? And so just make sure of that part of it. Did a fine job screwing those in. But no, they're right there.
Found them out.
There we go. And as you see, he gave a good torque on it. And one important aspect of it is we're using a number 3 bit that goes in here. So you want to make sure with the hinge screws that you have, when you put the bit on the screw, that it's not loose. If it's loose, you'll strip out those screws really bad, and then if you ever had to replace your hinge, makes it extremely tough. So make sure you use the right size bit with the right size screws. And that's it. That's how you install commercial door hinges. These will fold over, and the next thing that'll come is how to install the door. Thank you.